Sun, stars,
It's a dark night, 2-0, so you see the beacon of light through that black hole? Greetings, suns and moons, and of course I have to welcome back all my stars. We're gonna go ahead and get into it in this energy. Now, if you can recall Azizel saying vanity is the greatest sin, then you are now aware of where this reading is going. Now, since someone feels like there's no reading currently that is worthy of hyping, we're going to make sure that this one is worthy for you. Now, the apocalypse, not the apocalypse, is something that you know nothing about. And because you feel like you can entertain others with this information, what we're going to tell you is try it. Because what you're soon going to realize is that we are Asifio, and what that talks about is the underworld. Now, because your eyes gravitated to your left, what this is getting to is an energy being locked down. And because you believe that vanity is your greatest sin, what we're going to tell you is you know nothing about being a sinner. And because you believe that you know all of the divine feminine energy, we're also going to explain to you that all divine feminines are off limits. Now, Sifikina said to you, I don't like you. And when you heard her voice, you said, why is she trying to sound like Ether? This is because when we make her talk, she understands that you are a Sifati. If you knew who universe parents she belonged to, you wouldn't even attempt to say anything to her. Now, because it's an influx of DV where you are currently at, you believe that it is normal. However, what comes next is Arsenio, and what this talks about is the bottom of an oasis. Now, because I'm going to give information correctly, those that are viewing this, you are meant to, and this is because someone felt like they could put your name on a list. Now, regarding someone's recovery, you may feel like you were elected to do something, and because we know that that is not the case, what is going to happen is in Asafio. Now, a similar shift to ours is happening in a UI, and what this talks about is where you are currently located, or this person is. And because another is lurking in the shadows, and someone else is also figuring out what a shadow figure is, I'm going to inform you that a shadow being is in your domain. Now, for those that are saying my domain or theirs, what this is talking about is in Asafi, and we are saying all. Now, because you are someone similar to myself, you attract a lot of shift energy. And what this is talking about is passed over beings. Now, for a specific person that feels like their stairs is a gateway, what we know about you is you are someone doing the group paradigm shift that felt as if you could say that you were me. Saragisias, that you could somehow replace me on the angel hierarchy. Now that you see that the gray is doing a estifio on you, you're not going to say that you are gray. Because for some odd reason, you felt that a gray took over my body. Grays don't do that. That is a certain fraction of the underworld. And because someone else feels like they got the key that used to sit on my desk, he or you should refrain from saying, Papa Luasi, open the gate for me. Because if you realized who Papa Luasi was, you wouldn't do that. Now, the next time that you reference Gere Papa, you need not put in Asakanio, because Gere Papa is not Asakanio. And every dialect that you hear me utter is not monarch. Now, because you've recently seen my constellation reading, you feel like those that are viewing me are not intellectual enough to be able to understand what they're seeing. And what we're going to inform you is you aren't either, because where that is present at, there is supreme beings. Now, for those that are interested in the discernment of what is taking place here on this table, you can rest assured that there will be a part 2 and 3 and a behind the scenes that talks about instruction and intuition. And if you are indeed multi-dimensional, you'll be able to see all of them. Be on the lookout for the next upload, because it will have the same image. That is it. What is your name? What is your name? Saragisias Ether.